Hi guys, it's been a while since I did a video vlog. I've been busy. I apologize for that. Ferguson versus Lee. Now, it's a very interesting fight. These guys have been very dominant. They've been very tough. They're very good at what they do. And there is one big difference between the two, and that's Lee's wrestling. This guy is a very strong, young, athletic, quick athlete. And he has really good wrestling. He gets guys down and has really good chokes and submissions. And Ferguson is a guy that's not that difficult to get down. I mean, he's been taken down by strong wrestlers. So, you know, that's something to look at. And I remember a fight where he faced a guy, Danny Castillo, and it was a very close fight because Castillo kept taking him down. And he had top position, and it ended up being a split decision. He takes the guy down. He's very active, and you can see on his record he has a lot of submissions. So the question is, what is Ferguson going to do? Is he going to find a way to keep the fight standing? And the reason I ask is because he's very good on the ground. The thing about Ferguson is, although his takedown defense has shown that it hasn't been up to par when he faces very strong wrestlers, he doesn't seem to be a guy that minds to be taken down because he's so good on the ground. He also has a very good guard. If you notice, there hasn't been that many fighters that have been able to have any success even when they have top position because his guard is so good. One of his knockouts actually came when he threw an up kick. So he's very comfortable on the ground, very tough. And there is one big difference between these two fighters that I'm also looking at is the fact that Ferguson, and I don't hear people talking about this, Ferguson's chin is unbelievable. I mean, this guy has a granite chin, one of the best in the UFC. He fought Dos Anjos, who people have been saying has welterweight power, and here he is, he's a welterweight now. People are saying that, you know, he may be one of the best welterweights in the world, and he faced Ferguson, and Ferguson was just walking through his punches like a zombie. I mean, he got hit clean several times in that fight. He just keeps coming forward. I've never even seen this guy getting rocked in a fight, as far as the fights I've been watching. So he's very tough. He's only been stopped once in his career, and I think that was over 7 years ago, a fight I never saw before he was in the UFC. It was by submission. But as far as knockouts, it never happened. He's never been knocked out. The guy is so tough. And he fought also a lot tougher fighters than Lee. He has more experience. Now, when people say experience, experience may not be a good thing because with experience comes wear and tear. When a fighter has a lot of wear and tear, it can affect his performance. And of course, age comes into play as well. He is 33. I mean, for a lightweight it's not too advanced in age, but, you know, a lightweight is amongst the lighter weight classes. And Mike Lee is only 25, so I mean, that's going to be to his advantage, but if you watch Ferguson, I mean, you can see the quickness, you can see the stamina, the cardio is just excellent. I mean, the guy has so many weapons as far as, you know, his technique and his fighting style, and of course, his athletic ability. I mean, he's a great athlete. You can just see the way he fights. I mean, really good on the ground, really good with his striking, very, very tough as far as his defense. And one reason is, like I'm saying, is because his chin is really good. Now, as far as Mike Lee, he's been knocked out before. So you have to look at that. If these guys stand up, you know, who's going to be the tougher fighter? And when I mention experience, I don't mean the experience that's wear and tear. I mean how he dealt with the fighters that he faced. I mean, he fought such tough guys. He fought former champions, Dos Anjos, and he faced Josh Thompson. He also faced Michael Johnson, who was a very tough fighter, and he beat all these guys. So, I mean, he has a very, very impressive resume. Lee does as well, but he hasn't faced the guys that he's faced. And even Lee's last win was very controversial. As far as Lee's chances, he's got to use his wrestling and hopefully find an opening, and that's what happens with fighters. But I think standing up, it's hard to imagine anybody being able to deal with Ferguson. Of course, Michael Johnson was successful, but I've seen Michael Johnson striking. Very technical and very high level. Lee's striking is good too, but I don't think it's as good as Michael Johnson's. I think as far as pure strength, physical strength, I would say maybe Lee has the advantage. This might help him with his wrestling, which is going to be a very important factor in this fight. However, I think this is Ferguson's time. I really think this is his time. So I'm going to go to a prediction. I got Tony Ferguson to win this fight. I would like to know what you think about the fight. Please leave your comments. Please subscribe. Please like this video. And thank you for tuning in.